break it down.
I'm kind of pissed off that the Morgantown region's that shitty too.
Yeah, but we're gonna break all that down.
Can't even go watch good baseball.
Nope.
Like if there were some good teams in that, that's worth the 40-minute drive.
Right.
But that is a dog shit bracket.
That is a very dog shit bracket. YouTube, what is up? The boys are back for some more NCAA. We promised you Selection Monday, didn't we not? We did. We promised you Selection Monday. This is being recorded on a Tuesday, and this episode is being put out on a Thursday. Don't yell at us.
We all got busy.
We've been busy.
We got busy, so back off.
Yeah. This, unfortunately, isn't our life yet. Now, the more y'all help, the more this becomes our life, okay? And then we can actually do a live stream for Selection Monday. How about that? Anyway.
Yeah, so start telling your friends, subscribe, follow, do it all.
Do everything. Do it all. You're not doing anything else. Obviously, you're here watching.
Jesus.
You're watching us three.
Are so quick.
Huh?
I'm watching the Pirate game on that.
You're not doing anything else. You're watching us on YouTube right now. Hit that subscribe button. Takes 2 seconds. Yeah. You're not that lazy. There ain't no way you have us on full screen. Stop it. Don't lie to me.
Please?
Yeah. Bobby's asking nicely, and I'm just like, don't be a bitch. Do it. We're playing good cop, bad cop. Hopefully it works. Anyway, we love having you here, regardless if you're a subscriber or not. We got some NCAA baseball. Selection Monday had its controversies, had its ups and downs, and we're going to break it all down. How regionals go. You have 16 national seats. These 16 teams will host 3 other teams that come to play at their field for a weekend. It is double elimination. So 2 teams will play.
Thursday or Friday, Billy?
I think some are on Thursday, some are on Friday. I'm not entirely sure. They may be all on Friday.
I know usually they stagger them, but I wasn't 100% sure.
Yeah, I think all of them are on Friday.
That's how you know you're fast. When you're on second base, it's a ground ball to the shortstop, and it literally, the first baseman misses a scoop, and you score from second base.
Jeez. Fast as fuck, boy. That's just running with your head up and having IQ right there.
That's just being an athlete.
Being an absolute athlete.
Bregman had made a bad throw too. Is kind of wild.
Yeah. So how this works? Double elimination. The host seed will play the 4 seed. 2 and 3 seeds will play each other. Winners will play each other. Losers will play each other in an elimination game. Boom. The winner of the elimination game will play the loser of the winner's bracket game. That will be another elimination game, and whoever wins that has to go and play the team in the winner's bracket twice.
Best 2 out of 3.
Twice. If the team in the loser's bracket loses once, then it's over.
It's over.
So you can see why it's important to go 2-0 Friday and Saturday, because then Sunday looks pretty good for you.
And then you have to lose twice.
You have to lose twice. Once on Sunday and then again on Monday. That's 18 innings that you have to win 1 ball game. All right. Some of these regionals are fucking fantastic. Some of these are, oh boy.
Shit.
Now, I will say, I guess this is just on Twitter. I haven't seen any other podcasts talk about it. But the win your conference you get in thing might need to get looked at. Because there are some teams on here. I get it, it's baseball and anything can happen and probably will happen. But some of these teams I'm looking at and I'm going, if they win 1 game in this regional, I will be shocked. And that is no disrespect to these teams that have made it. But some of these teams, and you know who you are, I won't call you out, because we're better than that. Bobby, you know what I'm talking about. It's just, you know, you just look at it and you go, do they really need? Do they really have a chance at making it in? Mm, I'm not so sure. You know. Uh, oh, and their tops are off in Cleveland. Oh boy, it's a trend. It's taking over the world. Chance.
Hey, we
Chance.
started it.
The thing that happened in St. Louis is taking over the world. um, but let's break this down from a fundamental standpoint, Bobby. Um,
Coach.
I mean, I guess we start in Long Beach. Holy hell, UCLA, what a season. Am I wrong? I mean, what a season for UCLA. Did not lose a single series all year. Always won the series this year. That's crazy. That's unheard of almost, you know? Like, wow. UCLA.
I'll be honest,
go ahead.
I did not think when knowing that they play in the Big Ten, you could kind of be like, well, okay, but the fact that they went to some of these like in-season tournaments and dog walked some very good teams.
Right. Right. I mean, Mississippi State was there. I think Auburn might have been there. Freaking Coastal was there. LSU, I think. Like that tournament.
One of them.
Right. That tournament had some fucking teams on it, and they were the last team standing. And you go, ooh, yeah. Strength of schedule might not be on their side coming soon, but damn, that just told me a lot. You know, like whoa. So they'll host one. They get Virginia Tech, who leads the nation in fielding percentage. Not bad. It's good to have. We say it all the time. Wins championships, pitching and defense. They have the defense part, not necessarily the pitching part. Offense is on and off, but hey, they got something in their direction. Cal Poly made it in. Good for Cal Poly. And then St. Mary's is also in. Bobby, I think it's safe to say I think we are confident in the team that is going to make it out of this regional. It is a team that has not lost 2 in a row all season.
I want to see them play Virginia Tech. I think that could be a very good game.
Mm-hmm. So, for those who were confused by what I said earlier about how the bracket works,
of regionals and super regionals is you see teams play that'll never play each other usually.
Yeah, sometimes I notice this a lot, and I texted you this, Bobby. I noticed a lot of in-state teams.
Mm-hmm.
Like a team's a lot closer to home. I don't know if that was just coincidence this year, or if maybe that's becoming more of a thing. Now I know you're like, well, how is Virginia Tech traveling to UCLA close to home? Not every regional was like that. Only some.
Yeah.
Only some. You'll let it marinate. Let me cook. Okay. Let me host the show. Don't rip me in the comments on something when this is just the first regional. Okay. We got 16 total of these things. All right. Leave me alone. But I think we can confidently say that UCLA will make it out of here, make it out of this regional.
I could see Virginia Tech giving them a game.
Right. But they got to do it twice.
Virginia Tech has enough to beat them twice.
Yeah, like a 2 in a row. I just don't see UCLA losing twice regardless.
Yeah.
You know, like, yeah. You know, so they will play St. Mary's. And if obviously they win, they will play the winner of Virginia Tech and Cal Poly. But the one thing, Bobby, that they don't have going for them, and this is something that usually goes with you, is the fact that they're the number 1 overall seed in the entirety of this playoffs, this tournament. They don't win a whole lot of these. You know?
They have not had a very good track record in regions.
No. Tennessee just broke the seal back in 2024, being the number one overall seeded team in the nation, winning it all. Because I don't even think LSU was the number one overall seed. I think they were number 2 or 3.
Yeah, I want to say Wake Forest was 1.
Yeah, I think so. So, being number 1, they've won it twice since 1998. Not necessarily in your favor. So yeah, there's that one. Then we go across here. This one hurts. This one hurts. Georgia Tech is the number 2 overall seed. There, I said it. Fucking Yellow Jackets. Whatever.
They're a pretty good baseball team.
Yeah, and it sucks. I hate that they're a very good baseball team, but hey, it is what it is. They've got Oklahoma, the Citadel, and UIC. I think, yeah. UIC won.
UIC?
Irvine?
I think so, yeah.
Oh, Cal Irvine?
I think so, yes.
Irvine, California? I don't know.
It's something like that. But they won their deal. They're in, yeah. No offense to Citadel and Irvine, but I'm looking at Oklahoma against.
Citadel's not a horrible player.
No, but we play the Citadel. Georgia does every year, and we kind of
played them in one of the season kickoff tournaments.
Yeah, we kind of
didn't go well.
Yeah, smacked them around. So
Fit 12-1 maybe.
You gotta. I know this is playoffs and it's different, but you got Oklahoma and Georgia Tech sitting there. Good luck. I have Georgia Tech coming out in this one.
Yeah, I don't see. I think Oklahoma could give them a game, but I don't see Georgia Tech losing too.
Yeah, I think Oklahoma could force a game 7.
Oklahoma could
for Georgia Tech. For those who don't know why it's called Game 7 on Mondays, is because each regional will have 7 total games played. That's why. So they call it Game 7. Yeah, I don't see this going. I could see them doing that, but I still think Georgia Tech. Now on to the better team in Georgia. My Georgia Dogs. Somehow, it wasn't looking very great when they were down 5-0 against Florida, but somehow took the SEC conference for the first time in program history. I know I said last week I wasn't looking or caring much if we won an SEC title, but it's still pretty cool. Pretty good notch on the belt for what's been a great season. Now, it won't mean a damn thing if we don't get to Omaha.
Exactly.
This team, this year, what it has been is Omaha or fucking bust. Especially because you're hosting a regional. You make it out of the regional, you're hosting a super regional. So you are at home the entire way through until you get to the World Series in Omaha, Nebraska. There should be no excuses here. And you don't have to see Florida, who seems to be their kryptonite. Now, they will have to see a team that we kind of hyped up last week is Boston College. They're in. We get Liberty. They're a sneaky good team. Yeah, absolutely. We get Liberty, who won.
Liberty.
Yeah, 41 games this year for the Raging Flames. Look out.
Which is a sweet name.
And then Long Island, which won their conference, but they're
the Sharks.
Yeah, the Sharks are the odd team out here.
Fins up.
So we got Dogs against Boston College Eagles, right? Are they the Eagles?
Yes.
Something like that. And then
Flames.
The Flames and some Sharks. What a combo. I've got Georgia over Liberty. Liberty's got a pretty good offense, and
Liberty's typically a good team every year.
Yeah, but their pitching depth kind of rivals Georgia's, and I think Georgia all around is the better team. So
Georgia has the better offense
for sure, but we'll see. Obviously,
there's only one team in the country I will say nobody has a better offense than. That's Taos Baptist.
Oh, and they're not even in, dude. I couldn't believe they didn't get in. Oh
yeah,
man,
good shit to bend this year. They weren't that good.
No, they weren't. I was like, man, just put them in anyway. Fuck it. That offense could make some noise.
They scored a shit ton of runs.
Mm-hmm.
Which is kind of their MO.
They would have put some teams on blast, bro. That would have been epic. What do you think? Down in Athens, who's coming out of that one?
Georgia.
Georgia? Okay. So far, no upsets. There are going to be some upsets.
Georgia Liberty is the final now.
Yeah. This is no offense to Boston College. But if you haven't watched...
They're not one of the... I can't say anything bad, but they're not one of the elite ACC teams that made it this far.
Right. I think they just rode a high.
They're a good program. They got hot at the right time this year.
Yeah, for sure. No, they had a season of seasons. And I think Boston College should be proud. And I mean, hey, they still got a good chance, and they could hear this, but they probably won't. And be like, hey, yeah.
You never know.
Yeah, right. Absolutely. So, Athens this time of year is a very hitter-friendly ballpark, so expect a lot of long balls this regional. If you like the home run ball, which chicks dig it a lot, that is the regional for you.
We go off regionals in Colorado.
We go off to Auburn now. Auburn, number 4 seed, the number 1 strength of schedule in college baseball this year. Solid season for them. They get UCF, NC State, and Milwaukee. Milwaukee, no offense. You feel like the odd team out here. And after I watched Duke destroy NC State, I don't know how much faith I have in them. Like, you were favored by 3.5, and you got blown the fuck out against Duke.
Yeah, that was a shit game to watch. I watched a good bit of that.
Yeah, that was not a fun game to watch at 9:30 in the morning.
It started good.
Yeah, and then quickly went downhill.
Well, the fact that Duke had 18 2-out runs, yeah, that's no bueno.
For those who are wondering, I think the final score was like 21-2.
Yeah.
And
no, I think it was like, I want to say like 21-7 or 21.
Something like that. But like that's supposed to give me faith that you're gonna turn it around.
It was up until, I want to say, the 5th inning. They were going back and forth.
Right.
Then NC State couldn't get an out, and Duke just kept piling it on.
Right. Yeah. That honestly doesn't give me much faith when it comes to a regional, watching that happen. So yeah, I got Auburn, UCF. I don't see an upset here. I think Auburn takes it. I think they've been battle tested enough, and they're ready. This might go to a Monday Game 7 situation, Bobby. I don't know how you're feeling about this one, but I think Auburn, regardless.
Yeah, I mean, with Auburn doesn't obviously play in the toughest schedule in the nation, you're obviously not afraid of the big game feel.
Right. Absolutely. In the big series. And a lot of these big-time series were played at home. Texas was at home.
No offense to these other conferences, but the SEC every weekend schedule is like a regional.
Right. Absolutely. And it's a gauntlet. And I mean,
Yeah.
I think
No disrespect to the ACC or
No.
Big Ten, but
different.
yeah.
And again,
There's a reason the SEC leads every year with the most draft picks.
mm-hmm. And definitely the most teams.
This year, the ACC is going to have a good bit because Georgia Tech has a few guys.
Oh yeah.
That are top. I want to say top 100 prospects.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I think also when you look at Auburn, a lot of their big time, these top 5 matchups and series and stuff like that were all at home. So they have that advantage too. They played Texas and Georgia at home. While they may not have won, they still have the experience of playing at home.
Mm-hmm.
So that's on their side. Where is number 5?
It was nice when you play at home. Yeah. The regional super. You cut the travel atmosphere out.
Mm-hmm. We come to probably one of the hardest regionals on the bracket, and that's the Chapel Hill Regional. UNC, 5 seed. I didn't expect UNC to fall so far after making it to the championship game.
Yeah, but they got dog walked then.
They did get dog walked, but I thought the committee was going to be like football, and the conference championship game doesn't matter. I guess they saw that and went, no, we have to make sure the conference game matters. And they made it matter. So good job, committee. Proud of you. But yeah, UNC will host. Again. Seems like they host every year. That's just how good.
I watch that one every year. That's a gorgeous stadium.
It's phenomenal. I love a Chapel Hill regional. A team that didn't have a great year, but still found a way to get in, Tennessee. Could provide some issues. A team that is always in a playoff conversation, we talk about all the time. As long as they make it in, they've got a chance. ECU. Now, not as good as these past ECU teams, but it's baseball. Anything can happen. ECU's been playing some really good ball lately. We shall see. And then VCU. Team with 30-plus wins. Could provide some shock. Who knows? I don't know. I could see all 4 of these teams winning this regional, Bobby. This could be our first upset of the regionals. Who's coming out of this one? Tennessee. Okay, so you have an SEC team taking it. Is that just I don't want to say UNC isn't like these SEC teams, because they definitely are.
No, because I have, in my opinion, Tennessee is one of the most dangerous teams when you back them into a corner.
Right. And they have nothing to lose.
Exactly.
Because no one's going to pick them.
Coming into this, honestly, maybe not thinking they were even going to make a region.
Right. There was definitely a chance. Like, we looked at it earlier, so it was like, ooh, Tennessee, ooh, not looking good.
That team is dangerous.
Yes.
Like, yeah, the record didn't show. They had for their standard, a bad year.
Right.
From what we're used to seeing. But that team is loaded still.
Right. Absolutely.
Like, that's a dangerous team to play.
Yeah. So, bold take.
I got the Vols coming out of it, Bailey.
Give me ECU. Out of the losers bracket.
I like that.
Go.
What's up, brother?
Fucking walk-off win. We're in the district final at home on Thursday.
Hey! Hell yeah, dude.
God damn.
Fuck yeah, dude.
We play a team we've beaten twice already this year.
Won't beat them a third time.
Oh, yeah.
Don't matter if you don't beat them a third.
They're our rival. Their school is literally like 3 to 5 minutes away from us on the same road.
Oh,
A little backyard brawl action.
okay.
It is the Battle of Hard Road for the district championship on Thursday at Worthington Kilbourne.
Hell yeah,
And
fuck yeah, dude.
Gonna get fucking hot, wet.
It's gonna be
Let's
rowdy.
go. Hell yeah, dude. Fucking stoked for you. But yeah, I have ECU coming out of the losers bracket and winning.
Do you have them beating Tennessee or North Carolina?
That's tough.
Yes.
I think I have them beating Tennessee.
North Carolina's good, but this Tennessee team's dangerous.
It's very dangerous. I agree. The thing I have for ECU is their pitching depth is probably the best in this regional.
Yeah, that's definitely fair.
Probably. I know that can be argued because UNC has a lot of great arms, but I'm looking at numbers.
UNC, I watched honestly 90% of the ACC tournament.
Right.
UNC's, yes, they're good arms, but one or two walks and they get rattled and then start losing the zone.
Exactly. So ECU feels like a type of team that could take advantage.
For UNC is their offense can score at will.
Mm-hmm.
Until they broke open the game against Pitt, they were going blow for blow.
Right.
Pitt just struggled.
Right. And I think you look at Tennessee, they can match bat for bat with UNC, which makes them dangerous.
And I think Tennessee has better arms.
Right. And then you have ECU and Tennessee who can match them pitch for pitch, which makes that regional dangerous. And don't discount VCU. They've got some talent that can, if you make a mistake, they'll make you pay. That's a good team. But when you look at ECU and Tennessee, it's like, oh, that's dangerous. Feel bad for UNC. This one probably one of the more easier regionals. Texas, probably the best rotation in the country.
Yeah.
They'll take on UC Santa Barbara, Tarleton State, and Holy Cross. Yeah. Not saying that there aren't upsets in there, but on its face value, right. This is one of those things where you kind of just look at it and go, that seems like Texas sweeps a regional.
Yeah.
This feels like Texas in 3. And again, this is no offense, but this is what I'm talking about. These kinds of regionals. Imagine a 44-win Mercer or a dangerous Pitt team that, may not have been able to come in because these teams won their conference. I'm not
that good.
Yeah, I'm not saying that they don't deserve to be in. You win your conference, you get in. That's been the long-standing tradition of college baseball. Fine. But maybe need to look at that just a little bit harder, just to make it more competitive. I don't think Bobby, I know I would not be upset having more UNC, Tennessee, ECU, VCU regionals over this regional.
No, that regional is probably going to be the one to watch.
Right. And there's a couple others where I'm like, oh, this could get fun.
But that one, to me, has the most kind of even matched field.
Right. Even the Athens regional could get juicy, could get spicy, But yeah, I kind of looked at this and went, this feels like this is going to be a Texas clinic. I don't know. I could be wrong. I wouldn't mind being wrong. Be exciting if I was wrong. But I'm pretty confident.
You are wrong a lot.
I am wrong a lot. So, if you're watching, could get interesting in Texas. It won't.
Billy doesn't know anything about sports, so don't listen to him.
Yeah, that's why I host this show, Jason, because I don't know anything.
Yeah.
Off to Alabama, another SEC team, another top 8 seed for the SEC. Alabama hosts. They get Oklahoma State. Could get rowdy. Now they also get USC Upstate and also Alabama State. And this is the close travel I was talking about. Alabama State is not too far away from Alabama.
Alabama State.
Yeah, it's a bus ride, So, that's what I mean. Some of these have been close to home, if you haven't been noticing. Yeah. Am I crazy to say Oklahoma State, Bobby?
No, because I was thinking that.
You were thinking another Oklahoma State over Alabama upset, because that's where I was going with this. And that's what I was sort of thinking. Yeah. I think Alabama gets into the winner's bracket. I think Oklahoma State comes out of the loser's bracket and beats Alabama. I think these teams play 3 times, and I think Oklahoma State gets them twice.
Never count out a team coached by the holidays.
Exactly. So look out for that one. Number 8. What a turnaround late for this team. The Florida Gators. What a turnaround.
I did not have them hosting.
And especially a top 8 seed. My goodness. They turned it around quick. Their pitching staff is firing on all 8, even though they blew a 7-2 lead. Ha ha ha. That offense is starting to click, starting to hit home runs, but it hasn't been necessarily a fun season at home. They're definitely a better road team, better neutral site team than they are a home team, but we'll find out. Miami comes to town, which they're not too far away. I think this is going to be like the 6th time we're potentially going to see them play this year. Maybe more.
Yeah, they always play a few midweek games.
Right. They've played each other a few times. So, in terms of content and spice, this could get spicy. Obviously, they have to play each other first. Who knows? Troy comes to town, and then Ryder. Ryder is one of those teams. Wouldn't have mind seeing a Pitt slide in that slot.
Ryder, I barely know her.
Thank you, Jason.
You're welcome. I had to give something in there. It was quality.
If you say so.
I know Chance found it funny.
Is Chance here? Is Chance alive?
Yes, sir.
I have Miami topping Florida, Bobby.
I have Florida beat Miami.
Florida beating Miami. They are a really, really hot team. So it's hard, but man, I feel like Miami's kind of had their number. And again, they haven't been spectacular at home this season. So I don't know. Just a lot going on there. Number 9, Southern Miss will host UVA, Jacksonville State, Little Rock. I'm feeling a UVA regional win here. UVA come tournament time, I tell you what, they've had some squads in tournaments. I mean, I think they won back-to-back national championships at one point?
No, Vanderbilt won one of the ones in there.
That's right. They went to back-to-back national championships.
No, they went back-to-back and they split with Vandy.
Yep. They're in Omaha a lot, so it's hard to bet against UVA. Southern Miss? Not really. Or Southern Miss has not been there. Sorry, not UVA. Number 10, Florida State Seminoles. They get to host the regional. Bobby, the Wagon. Hasn't been the brightest of years for the Wagon. They've dealt with some injuries, but they still found a way in. This is these times when the Wagon shines.
Exactly.
Northern Illinois, the MAC champions. And then St. John's. If you heard this regional and you're not looking at Florida State and Coastal Carolina in the final, well, I question your baseball IQ. But Jason does that to me all the time.
Yeah, well, they also haven't had a fly ball hit them in the face in a college game, so.
That's also true. I can't go against the Wagon, Bobby.
I'm not picking them. I watched Florida State crumble to a Pitt team.
I can't pick against the Wagon. Can't do it. The Wagon The Wagon all the way. Coastal Carolina all day long. I think they might have to come out of the losers bracket, but I think either way, they'll get the job done. I know you feel the same way, Bobby.
Who do they play?
Jill always gets the job done
First
too.
round.
They'll get NIU, Northern Illinois.
You think they're going to beat Coastal?
No. I think the first game of them against Florida State, because I think Florida State will be St. John's. Maybe Florida State's to win there, and Coastal might have to come out of losers bracket. But even if they do beat,
very well could beat Florida State that first time they play.
Exactly, and then I think they'll beat them at least once after that because they'll be in the championship. So either way, Coastal comes out. Hey, Nats won a series. Fuck yeah.
Fuck you.
You'll be all right.
We're beating the Cubs 10-1. This will be their 10th straight loss.
Yep.
Billy, it helps when you fucking face Tanner Bybee.
Yeah. To another regional.
You guys suck coffee dick.
Number 11, Oregon will host. They kind of had a under the radar season, I think, this year.
They're a good team.
They're a very good team. Almost beat UCLA. But for some odd reason, UCLA just has that ability to pull it out last minute.
Give me UCLA versus Oregon and Omaha, and let's just let them throw punches.
At this point, the way those 7 games have gone now, yeah, I don't see why not. They played each other 7 times. The only problem, though...
7.
Yeah, the only problem, though, is I don't know if Oregon has won 1 game. So that's tough. UCLA has had some ownage, but they've also owned literally just every team this year. Oregon State, the in-state rivals, come to town. That should get spicy fast. Washington State, and then Yale. Again,
A lot of close to home, too.
a lot of close-to-home teams. You thought I was lying. This regional has been a lot of close-to-home teams. Oregon State, anybody? Bobby? Are you interested? Oregon State over Oregon?
I don't know.
I mean, who doesn't love a good beaver?
True.
Or do you see Oregon, the Ducks?
I'm taking the Ducks in this
Taking
one.
the Ducks, okay. I'm gonna take Oregon State. I think this goes to a game 7. I think this goes to a winner take all kind of game. And I just have the Beavers just edging out Oregon. All right, number 12, Texas A&M. will host this year's regional this year. USC comes to town. Now, if you're like, oh, yeah, USC, great team. They are. Except they have lost every meaningful series that they've played in this year. Any, like, legit kind of contender playoff team, they have lost to. And it's been brutal. Not much faith in USC. Texas State and Lamar. So we get to see that one pitcher, Bobby, that we talked about earlier this year. That's an absolute stud. I'm blanking on his name, but we get to watch him pitch, and I'm stoked because might be the only game Lamar may have a chance to win. If he can quiet down that Texas A&M's offense, Lamar might be a shock in game 1 on Friday. But I'm still going to pick Texas A&M. I do not have faith in USC.
Nobody likes a broken Trojan.
And Texas State, I'm sorry. I don't think you got it. Here's kind of a surprise. How about the number 13 seed and host Nebraska?
Big Ten representing this year, although it's all the schools that aren't actually Big Ten schools.
But they've got a tough regional. Because Ole Miss comes to town. Along with Arizona State. Now.
God, the uniform matchups in that regional are going to be fucking fire.
Yeah.
Now they do have the South Dakota. Now they do have the South Dakota State Jackrabbits coming to town.
Still have a good Jack. At least the Jacks and the Trojans aren't in the same regional. Because who wins, a Jack or a Trojan?
It's a tough question.
It's a tough call.
It's a tough question. Maybe we'll poll it for you, Jason.
I think a Trojan.
We'll poll it for you. I'll clip it.
Chance when I need him to answer these hard questions.
I don't know. He might be at Taco Bell right now, just grabbing some food.
Chance with a college baseball card.
That or he's playing with Jack and Jill. Or using a Trojan. We don't know.
We don't know.
Chance is a man of many mysteries.
Yeah, and a lot of those mysteries need to stay mysteries.
There's a reason they're all unsolved.
Bobby, I've got Ole Miss over Arizona State.
Yeah.
No offense to Nebraska, but they kind of got a little shafted here. We'll see. But yeah, I got Ole Miss taking this one. Rolling right along. Mississippi State will host. Another SEC team with a host. That's a theme. Cincinnati.
It's like you're shocked to hear that.
Yeah. Cincinnati, the Bearcats. Where's Danner when you need her? We'll need them.
Bearcats, baby.
Bearcats, baby. They're in a regional. They'll have the Raging Cajuns come to town, and then Lipscomb is also going to come to town. I'm going to take the Bearcats, baby. Huh?
Of South Dakota. Could you imagine a region of South Dakota State, USC? The team you just said. I'm drawing a blank.
Lipscomb?
Oh, Lipscomb. And then you throw Longwood in there? That would be Chance's dream region right there.
Yeah, that is a region of double entendres if you've ever seen one. Like, that is something else.
The Trojans take down Longwood.
Those announcers would have an absolute field day of just metaphors and just dumb shit all weekend.
I mean, who would win between Longwood and Lipscomb?
That's a tough call.
That's tough. You know? That depends, I guess.
I think Lip's going to take down the Trojans, though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, newly renovated my ass. Take your fucking signs down. You want to move to fucking Section 8.
I got the Bearcats, Bobby.
I'm taking the Raging Cajuns.
Taking the Raging Cajuns. All right. The Sunbelt runner-ups.
Got a Raging Jack. Sounds good right about now.
Number 15, Kansas hosts a regional this year. How about shout out to the Kansas? They get Arkansas, Missouri State, and Northeastern.
Kansas and Arkansas are in the same regional? God, that's going to be confusing.
Yeah, I know.
I'm already confused.
Yeah. I'm going to take Arkansas.
This one Kansas, but this one not Arkansas?
I'm taking Arkansas in this one as well.
Yeah, I'm going to take Arkansas in that deal. And then Bobby's least favorite regional of the entire bracket. WVU, the final seed, the 16 seed.
Losers.
They're going to host Wake Forest, Kentucky, and then Binghamton.
God, you talk about a regional where you definitely should not take your cut between Kentucky and West Virginia.
I'm going to take Wake Forest in this one, brother. I'm not going to lie to you.
Same.
I like Wake Forest.
Between those two teams, they need the Trojans. Just saying.
I wish there would have been like teams that I already saw Wake Forest play when they were in Pittsburgh this year.
Mm-hmm.
Why couldn't I got like a good Southern school that was coming up that would make a drive down worth it to watch?
Right. Like an Ole Miss coming to town, you know?
Yeah.
That would have been sick.
I mean, we beat WVU 23-1, so Wake Forest should easily take care of business.
Right. Yeah. And I mean, yeah. I think my two favorite regionals out of this to watch are definitely going to be the Chapel Hill regional. And I think the Athens regional with Boston College and Liberty. Two good teams there that I think don't get talked about.
Coastal's in will be very good too.
Yep.
Everybody wants to say hi.
The Nebraska regional is good. That'll be a good one. Yeah, I think we got some solid teams in there. I think not so
solid teams.
Yeah, and again, that's where I kind of look like, yeah, those teams won their conference, and that's the rule, and all that stuff. And the NCAA, for the Committee for Baseball, isn't really necessarily huge on changing rules, per se.
Well, really, the NCAA doesn't want to change rules to benefit people, huh? I wonder why that is. They're a bunch of dickheads.
We'll see what goes down. I know a lot of people have been calling for a change. Because we have some pretty decent teams that their season is now over.
Yeah, how does a 44-win team not get fucking in? And also, Bobby, Pitt makes a run in the ACC, the second toughest conference in the country, and they don't fucking get in?
I had my rant about that already.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry, I don't follow college baseball as much, but fuck, how do Mercer and Pitt not get in? Like,
yeah.
Come on. It's like when you start looking at the 8-9 seeds in college basketball, you know, and some of these 11 seeds that you get in. How does some of these teams not fucking make it in?
Yeah.
We beat some of the teams that are in the regional.
Yeah, and
well, you want to talk about crazy. So the way that they
Virginia this year.
today was like the first day of like Division I and Division II, which are the two highest in Ohio. I know for you guys, I think it's reverse, right? The higher the number, the higher the division.
Yes.
Yes.
So D1, D2 are the highest. We're D2. We play Westland in our conference. We played them twice. We beat them 18-1 and 20-0, right? They played Ncaa Berlin today, who's the number 3 team in Division I, and beat them 4-1 because Berlin threw off. They didn't throw their starter. They're number 1.
Because they were thinking it was an easy cakewalk to the next round.
Yeah, and so Westland ended up beating them. I think Westland, every game that they lost, they were run ruled, and the only games that they won were against inner city schools.
Wow.
And then Delaware had, which, you know, I think I told you, Bobby, it's kind of bittersweet for me the year that Delaware had, because they had never won the conference before in baseball. It always pissed me off going in the gym and that banner didn't have a year on it. Well, they finally won the conference. They had Conference Player of the Year, District Co-Player of the Year, and he was their number 1, and they lost to our rival today, Thomas Worthington.
Wow.
Yeah. So it just goes to show you, I mean, we were at the number 4 seed. So the way that they do it for us, Billy, Bobby, I think I've kind of explained this to you.
Yeah, you can like jump teams and shit.
So yeah, our tournament draw is weird, but they started doing last year. Billy, you remember how the conference tournament worked in the WAC? How you had like a pod of 3 or 4 teams?
Yep.
So they're essentially doing that. So we had a pod of 5 teams.
Okay.
So Watkins Memorial was the 4 seed, so they hosted. Scioto had to play a game before that, which they won 28-0.
Oh God!
They scored 19 runs in the first inning, and the starter for Mifflin, it's an inner city school that they played, gave up 14 runs and recorded 0 outs.
His ERA is just the infinity sign.
Pretty much. But Scioto beat Mifflin, so they played Watkins Memorial today. Their game went to extra innings before us. They started at 2:00. Our game was us versus Mount Vernon. We were the 4. I think Mount Vernon was like the 13, or we were the 5. I think Mount Vernon was like the 13 seed, something like that. We walked off Mount Vernon on the same field that a game went to extra innings. So you talk about a field seeing some pretty damn good fucking baseball.
Right.
Yeah.
But because we're the higher seed now, we play at home for our district final on Thursday.
Which is cool as shit.
That is cool as shit.
Yeah, against a big-time rival. And we beat them, we swept them in the regular season.
Dang.
And if we win, we go play at Day Air Ballpark in Dayton, Ohio, the home of the Dayton Dragons.
That's dope.
But we would have to go play like the number 2 seed in all of Division II in the state in Troy, probably. Who won today 23-0.
Oh.
So, but before last year, we were the 4 seed, so we hosted. We lost our first round game. They made us host the district final. So our coaches, like all of us coaches, had to go up and get the field ready for the district final, which we lost, but we still had to host. So I'm super glad that they changed that. I felt bad for the Watkins Memorial coaches as is, because they had to get the field ready for us before that second game, and they lost.
It's tough.
So Ohio does things really fucking weird.
Sounds like it.
Oh shit.
Our tournament draw, Billy, it's super confusing. So you start at the top seed, and the 1 can place where they want to go.
Okay.
Then the 2 seed comes in. They pick where they want to go. Now, say the 2 seed and the 3 seed have played each other and they played a close game, and the 3 seed thinks that they could beat the 2. They can choose to play the 2 seed in their first game.
Wow.
Or they can skip and wait and see where other teams go and go back and pick an easier little pod to play in. It's so fucking weird.
That
like
is weird.
Last year, St. Charles, who we played in the regular season and played them close, they jumped us in the first round. They were like a 8 or 9 seed and jumped us because they thought they could beat us again, which they did. But yeah,
they
you
were
pretty
right.
much get to pick who you want to play.
Wow.
It's fucking weird, dude.
That is weird. That is very weird.
It is really weird because you could wait and know, okay, there's a lower seed that's going to have to pick a spot.
Mm-hmm.
So if I'm the 3 seed, so we were the 5. If Westland was Division 2, we could have waited until they picked their spot.
Right.
And if they needed an opponent, we could have jumped back in and said, hey, we want to play them. We want that spot.
Huh.
It's fucking weird as shit.
What do you know?
Unless you're like sitting watching it, it's so hard to follow.
Yeah. Unless you're like that with high school baseball, it's like, this makes no sense. But all right,
the good
YouTube.
thing for us is Scioto had to throw their top reliever today, and they're number 2.
Gotcha.
And because of our pitch count rules, he's not eligible to throw on Thursday.
Well, that's good.
So we're either going to see their 1 right away, or we're going to face their 3 or 4.
Hell yeah. All right, YouTube.
So we haven't won a district title in 20 years.
He's going to try and change that on Thursday, chat. All right, YouTube, we're gone. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Have fun with, what's it called? What's that multi-screen thing called, Bobby?
Squeeze play?
Thank you, Jason. Enjoy Squeeze Play. Watch it on your TV. You get 6
I will
screens.
Squeeze and play, all right.
Like, let's fucking go. It's regionals time. It's tournament time. Rock and roll. We'll see you next week. Goodbye.